Good morning, Shib Army. Good afternoon and good evening. Today we have a lot more news for Shiba Inu, so be sure to drop a like. What I'm seeing so far is Bitcoin having some good news, which will increase its prices, but also some bad news for Shiba Inu. So be sure to watch until the end, and thank you so much for dropping that like. Bitcoin remains relatively resilient post-Fed as fiat currencies drop against dollar, and that is horrible news. Bitcoin remains relatively resilient, having priced in a Fed's hawkish tilt in advance. Bitcoin is trading in familiar ranges even as the US dollar gains ground in currency markets on the Federal Reserve's interest rate outlook. I'll be fully explaining what this actually means, but it seems like there's going to be a lot more things. There's full explanations over here, but prices fell from 60,000 to 30,000, which also dropped Shiba Inu by 70%, which is not good news. After a reported surge in the US Consumer Price Index for April increased concerns that the Fed may consider an early rate hike or reduction of liquidity boosting asset purchases. So a lot of strong words here, but if we go to a recap, Bitcoin's resilience could turn out to be short-lived if US economic data continue to paint a positive picture for the economy, amplifying expectation that Fed will tighten its monetary policy. That could bring more selling pressure for traders who buy Bitcoin as a store in value, similar to gold. And this could actually crash Bitcoin overall. So it is resilient right now. And fiat currencies drop against the dollar. So that's really important news we have to see. But again, Bitcoin bounce falls short resistance support at 30 to 34K. And in the future, we need, Bitcoin to actually break that resistance. And when that happens, that should be big news. But Bitcoin's long-term trend remains intact, all through a significant loss of momentum over the past few weeks suggests an extended period of drawdown similar to the previous bear market. So as long as Bitcoin is down, so is Shiba Inu. What we can see so far is Bitcoin, having an all-time high here. This being the resistance zone. This is basically the barriers Bitcoin is breaking, and it's having a 50-day breakdown now, which is not good. In duality, like a lot of people are asking, for Shiba Inu, why is the price falling down? And it's very simple. It's because Bitcoin is going down, and as long as Bitcoin is going down, we can't do anything. This is going to be, forever. Like for every single time Bitcoin is going to be that high and that low, that's what's going to happen with Shiba Inu. So how the Bitcoin industry is responding to Wall Street's ESG concerns. And we're going to be seeing a lot more. So here we can see they're doing it out of a sense of survival. Former chief of U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission Office of Internet Enforcement. One cryptocurrency asset manager is buying emission offsets. So some experts have been warning for years that the Bitcoin market's narrative of institutional adoption, so we're seeing, Bitcoin being accepted by banks, was on collision course with the ECG mandate now dominates the activities of big money managers like BlackRock. It's early to tell how much of the difference the latest efforts might make. So what Bitcoin is trying to do now is getting mainstream adopted by countries. We saw that with El Salvador, and that is the only way Shiba Inu will ever reach 1 cent. Will the Bitcoin mining industry actually shrink its carbon footprint? That's when Elon Musk has said if we get more than 50% then of carbon, actually reducing the carbon footprint, that's when we will get Tesla to accept Bitcoin, when we will get Tesla to accept other cryptocurrencies. And they just announced ambitious goals and make powerful adjustments to give investors big cover. So right now, uncertainty in Bitcoin is huge. Bitcoin in its current form is not good for environment, and that's what countries are concerned about. With so many miners in China, which is causing, bad environment concerns. And nobody can argue that this isn't a true statement, and this is what's causing Bitcoin to crash. Not only the Elon Musk tweets, but we're seeing, Shiba Inu and other currencies like ADA going for those environmentally friendly transactions. So if you did not know, Bitcoin actually uses a lot of power, of processing power, and hurts the environment. And we gotta preserve the country. We gotta preserve what's at stake. There's a lot at stake here. So not trying to fix Bitcoin, but trying to counter the threat that people don't understand Bitcoin. So we're seeing a lot of new updates so far, and the issue doesn't seem to be going away, with new Bitcoin now changing hands at around 37K. And until we fix that, until we fix the environment concerns, I don't know what's going to happen. Crypto.com wants to be actually carbon negative. An app for trading cryptocurrencies announced in a blog on May 27 that its goal for the next 18 months of becoming carbon negative. So that's really good news. All of these big cryptocurrency exchanges are now trying to boost the price of Bitcoin. And what we can see, the climate crisis is the most pressing issues of our time, the CEO has said. Then we have tokenized carbon credits. We have ECG crypto mining products being introduced. That's how we will increase the price in the long run. Of course, as countries see this, that a lot of these companies are now going for environmentally friendly miners or environmentally friendly exchanges. That is when we're going to be seeing massive adoption by the big countries. We will see massive adoption for Shiba Inu and we will see massive adoption for Bitcoin. But so far, we're not seeing any of that. So this will take some time. And that's why I said, Bitcoin is going to be pretty much in the red during summer. And it seems like, as we're getting closer to July, as we're getting closer to August, it further confirms my theory that we're waiting for that big bubble to pop. Now, of course, Bitcoin mining represents just one of the many industries struggling to adapt to ECG concerns. So ECG is basically environmental concerns. And according to Wall Street Journal, General Motors and Ford are boosting investments in electric vehicles to reduce emissions. And this is why Tesla is doing so good. The biggest issue with Bitcoin right now is people don't trust Bitcoin either because it's very volatile or because it has a lot of environmental concerns. So the auto industry in America is also trying to, go for environmentally friendly. And I think the whole 2020s, a lot of these cryptocurrencies overall are going to be environmentally friendly, which Shiba Inu definitely does need. When Bitcoin doesn't have this problem anymore, that eventually energy production won't be dirty, then Bitcoin will no longer have this problem. And that's when the price will increase. That's when we can get big adoption. Because if you look at digital money, it's actually pretty much environmentally friendly because it's being regulated, while Bitcoin has a lot of these mining exchanges and everything else being shut down. So crypto miner Hive blockchain to list shares on Nasdaq. That's a quick announcement I wanted to make, but this is also going to increase the prices and more investors that are going to be investing in cryptocurrency from stocks to Bitcoin. So this could be potentially really, really good news. What I see so far, they have gained about 33% this year. And it's very obvious big investors are investing into Bitcoin mining. What we actually need is environmentally friendly Shiba Inu and Bitcoin. So security audit firm raises 5.3 million from funds investing in Polkadot. So again, big funds and big firms actually do believe in Bitcoin so far and do believe in Shiba Inu. We're seeing a big adoption for Shiba Inu so far. But what I can see here, it's still going to take a bit of time to get that adoption ready to go drive those prices back up. I'm not sure when that would happen. But good morning to all SHIB holders who's ready for a big day. Now, I showed this yesterday, but I think it's pretty clear that this is going to be a very good month for Shiba Inu. And if Shiba Swap is environmentally friendly, that's when we could see the big increase. Anyway, also the Mining Council said we must counter Bitcoin misinformation about Bitcoin's environmental damage. A lot of people are saying, Bitcoin is not environmentally friendly. A lot of people are saying it actually is environmentally friendly. And Remark Wednesday of meeting a new Bitcoin Mining Council seemed to escapulate the gist of what the event on Twitter Spaces and attended more than 7,000 listeners was trying to accomplish. One thing that fuels public policy is the narrative of its media. We really sounded the alarm towards the end of 2020 when we saw a huge outtake in the negative reporting of Bitcoin mining. So the FUD, or what's it called, is what's causing the misinformation. A lot of it's not actually honest. False narratives, we will see reactions to the policy perspective. And so far, we can also see, Bank of England will have tens of thousands times more efficient than Bitcoin. So they're making their digital currency, and this could, again, crash Bitcoin even further. We don't know how digital currency will act, but who would use Shiba Inu if we will have, a digital pound, a digital dollar, a digital euro? I don't know. Like, this is really, really important to know. I know this is kind of, half Bitcoin related, half Shiba Inu related, but I think it's very important to note here. As long as Bitcoin reaches 60K, that's when Shiba Inu can actually get its true potential. That's when it can get the big releases out. That's when it can get the big updates, because we're only getting big updates, big investments, big investors in when Bitcoin goes up and nothing else. Like, we need to have Bitcoin go up. Otherwise, Shiba Inu is only going to have more FUD, more sell-offs and more than that. So right now, there's a lot of concern for Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin will survive in the long run because we're trending on Twitter. So that's pretty exciting. But do let me know your opinions down below. Thank you so much for watching and see you until next time. Peace, everyone.